nice day so far. The weather is so nice outside. So the thing that I wanted to reflect on and share today is about the process that I just went through to meet with different parts of myself. I felt a bit worried and a bit anxious this morning and maybe from last evening, and it was to do with I have these targets for my business and as part of the job that I do, and I felt like, oh, I'm behind, I'm not going to meet the targets or things like that. And there was this feeling of worriness and anxiety that I connected with. And usually what I do is that I go and start doing, and I burn out myself. But this time I decided that sit with this feeling and realize that what is it that why it's there, what it is, what it is this feeling is trying to tell me and talk to me. So I started to do some reflective writing about that, and it's good to be a transformational coach because sometimes you need to coach yourself, and although it's harder, but it works. So I've done some writing and started with questions and started with the flow of writing and try to activate what was going on inside me to come in the surface. I've done some EFT, emotional freedom technique, on myself to get to the layer beneath the surface of this anxiety. And what I identified was that there are two parts of me that are in conflict with each other. One part is very structured, goal-oriented, wants to get to somewhere the way that she wants, on time, and it's also very concerned about what others think about me. There is this other part of me that wants to be in the flow, wants to ignore all the structure within the day, just feel what the day is like and go with the flow. And these two parts were in conflict. So what I've done, I invited both of them as well as my higher self to sit together with a meditation. And I asked them if they can collaborate and listen to each other first with more compassion and with more love. And I realized through this process that the structured, the discipline, goal-oriented part of me is asking for more understanding and is feeling not being held. Why? Because she said that, well, I'm doing all of this to protect you from judgment, and I've been doing all of this for so many years, and you're not even seeing all my efforts. And the other part was feeling small because I'm feeling kind of like enjailed by all the demands of the other part, the discipline part or goal-oriented part. And I asked them if they can collaborate, if they can meet each other with more compassion and with more love and collaborate together as a whole. And it happened. When they listened to each other, they were more open to work together as a whole, because we are as a consciousness, we create small parts of us, and they need to work together. They are always in the flow and in a dynamic communication and contraction and what is the word? In the flow with each other. So it's important for these parts to collaborate and work together. And I now feel more clear, more not in my head, and I'm able to go out and do the work without any overhead, without the chatter, without the feeling of being worried. Yes, there is concern that I need to meet some targets. It's good to have some intention, some goal, some plan, but the pressure is not there, because now I'm clear. Now we, which means I and different parts of me, are aiming for a higher goal, which is growth, working together, collaboration. And this is a more beautiful and more dynamic way of working together, instead of I'm feeling worried, and you can feel the emotions, it's building up within you. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you, and I hope you enjoyed this sharing. And I'm curious to know if you've ever done some sort of process like this, to sit with you and different parts of yourself and see what comes up. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.